Hey y'all, grown black folks talk. I am back. I'm again doing YouTube a little bit less frequently, and hello to my people on TikTok. I have been pretty busy getting crypto things together because it looks like the bull run is going to take off, but there's still some request videos that I was asked for by subscribers, and I want to make sure those get on before things get really busy, and also because today I can breathe. The fall allergies are finally getting ready to calm down, just like the crypto market's about to get ready to take off. So let me deal today with Shishi Von Shishi. Asked me 2 months ago about cyclical assets, and I did say that I was going to do a video about it. So Shishi Von Shishi, this is at your request. Okay, so it took me a long time because it's a rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole. Once you understand what I'm about to tell you, and let me just say this: I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a good observer. I was a professional journalist, so I know you can buy the rumor, sell the news, but really that comes down to buy low or sell high. And there are certain assets that are on a cycle. Every single year to 2 years to 4 years, and there's even bigger cycles, but let's just go with within 4. These things go up, and at a particular time, they tend to go down. And it happens all the time. So people talk about, there ain't no easy money. Now that's a lie. That's a lie. There ain't no easy money if all you know about is work. That's true. If you understand investment and you understand cycles of assets, yeah, there can be easier money. You still have to have investment money. You still have to have patience. So it's not a financial advisor, but an observer. Right now, if you go to the store, your store has what? Chocolate and candy in general. And it will have that in the store till about Easter or Good Friday. So then if you look at stocks of chocolate and sugar, candy makers, this might be a good time to invest from Halloween through Good Friday, just by observation. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I pay attention to. Well, we got chocolate and sugar, well, flour. A whole bunch of people are going to be making cookies and cakes between now and let's say January the 2nd. When finally reality hits back in and we all got to go lose weight. But then companies that provide exercise and weight loss solutions might be good at that time because every year people try to self-improve. Anything having to do with self-improvement between January 1st and let's say when winter really kicks in, at the end of when winter really kicks in, people realize, nah, I ain't going to change all that much. So you might want to get positioned, in December for those, maybe even October if you can think really early about what's going to be hot next year. That's something to think about. Not a financial advisor, just an observation that every year the same things happen. What about travel stocks? Airlines come to mind, but there are other forms. Gasoline comes to mind too, because what? People are getting ready to travel for the holidays. So there's a bump there, and then there's a bump in the summertime. So that's 2 different cycles. Now, if you want, long-term capital gains tax treatment, you could just hold out a year and a day, although that's a little bit difficult in some things. This is why you get a real financial advisor to help you work out what works for you, including your taxes. But I'm just making an observation. I may need to do a 6th book about this when the crypto bull run is finished because, seriously, people are going to buy candy for Halloween every year till this system that we live under is gone. They're also going to buy candy for Christmas. They're going to buy candy for Valentine's Day. They're going to buy candy for Easter. That's just the way it is in our part of the world. So you figure, okay, those things do well. Also, chocolate melts in the summer. All these things take sugar. They're going to be making cookies for Thanksgiving, some for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, definitely. That's just how that is. There's going to be flour sold in that time period. Once you begin to look at the world and be like, okay, wait, what consumer cycles are we on and what companies offer this? And if I invest in those companies at the right time and then sell at the right time, I can always have my investment go up, barring, of course, something like a cycle disrupting depression. But there are even things that go up during depressions. There are people who made money from 1929 through 1941, and they did not even need World War II to do that. That's a conversation for a whole different day. But for right now, Halloween is coming. Today is October are we already at the 2nd? Yeah, I think we are. Or the 3rd. the third. So what I want you to think about right now is look around at the cycles that are going on around you and find out the companies that are involved. One more thing, Shishi Von Shishi and everyone. As an African American, the descendant of slaves. Descendant of the enslaved. My people were not slaves. They were cruelly victims of crimes against humanity. They were enslaved. That was not their natural state of affairs. And because I am so adamantly against any kind of behavior like that, I do need to put out, particularly in the case of chocolate, check where your chocolate comes from. Black women in particular, but black men also, and even little children, are being used to grow these crops in near enslavement conditions in some places. So you really do kind of need to know what practices does the company have ethically, particularly with that one. And this will end up being true. Sugar comes to mind too. You need to keep that in mind. Now, if you're someone who's like, look, I got to get out of the situation that I'm in. I feel very bad about what's happening 10,000 miles away from me, but me and my children have to do what we got to do. I completely understand. But I would be failing you if I did not put that out. We say we're against exploitation, and we don't always understand that we are globally connected. We don't always understand as citizens what we do without thinking that helps people who are going through situations like our ancestors went through to have to keep going through those situations. But there are things called fair trade chocolate and fair trade sugar. So just something to keep in mind as you do your investments. Yes, these will, by observation, they should go up at the same cycle. One of the reasons I'm in crypto, and one of the reasons my first book is about this, is because Bitcoin is not old enough to have been involved in enslaving our people. Satoshi Nakamoto didn't have anything to do with that. Bitcoin is only, well, depending on who you ask, 2008 to 2009. It's only 15 to 16 years old. So Bitcoin didn't have anything to do with that. It makes it a worry-free investment for me. And every 4 years, it goes through its cycle. 2 years up, 2 years down. So if you understand it, you make money from it. Just like chocolate goes up in September, October, and stays up till Good Friday, whenever that is. And flour and sugar tend to go up till January. And airlines go up in the holidays and down and then up again in the summer. And you just observe the world around you and you see what has cycles, but be careful. It's like investing in Boeing before you knew that the door was going to fall off. Be careful out there. Because we do want to invest in a way that says that we're for what we say we're about. If we say we're about freedom, then our investment and where we put our money needs to support that. But hey, I'm not going to be looking to judge you. I'm just letting you know. If you need to do what you need to do, and you need to hit chocolate, flour, sugar, travel, all the rest so that you're going to be okay next year, I'm not here to judge you. You do what you need to do. I'm just here to bring you my observations. Again, not financial advice. I just happen to see what's going on. And I'm someone who sees the cycles of different assets. Okay, Shishi Vanchi, I have done what I committed to do. Enjoy your day, and that goes for everyone else. Miss Michaela Raymond, I have not forgotten your request either. I just decided to take my time and kind of think my way through. When we go over on Grown Black Folks Talk, we don't just talk about finances. We talk about politics, we talk about history, and we talk about white supremacy too. And if that ain't for you, if that conversation is rough, just know the next video probably ain't for you, but you're welcome to come by and check it out anyhow. All right, y'all have a good day now. Goodbye. Thank you for listening.